there will never be a point in your life where it's the right time to do a great thing. If you're waiting for that perfect moment, that perfect timing, it's not going to happen. You know what you have to do? You have to create the perfect time and the perfect opportunity and the perfect situation.
So that a lot of people become comfortable. They stop growing. They stop wanting anything. They become satisfied. People getting ready to go to jobs that they don't like. Jobs that are making them sick. You see, when you're not pursuing your goal, you are literally committing spiritual suicide. When you have some goal out here that you're stretching for and reaching for that takes you out of your comfort zone, you'll find out some talents and abilities you have that you didn't know you have. When the messenger of misery visits you, what are you going to do? What will keep you in the game?
There are things that you think you'll never need to know, that you may only need to know one time in your life, but that could save your life because you had that knowledge.
Unless you attempt to do something beyond that which you've already mastered, you will never grow. What is it that you looked at some point in time and you decided that you couldn't do it, that you talked yourself out of it?
You're waiting on your next door neighbor to make it happen for you. It may not happen. If you're waiting on your mother or your father, they may be so ancient in their thinking that they don't understand this opportunity that you have. And if you're waiting on them, it may never get done. We don't beg average people to be phenomenal.
This is Coach Harris. I have been the baseball coach here at Bowie High School since the spring 2013 season. This is my 4th year here. Prior to coaching here, I spent 5 years coaching baseball at Laurel High School. I came to Maryland from Ithaca, New York, where I played and coached collegiately at Ithaca College. Since being here at Bowie, we've never had a losing season. It included a 20-win season in 2014, coupled with a county championship. We've sent multiple players on to play at the next level at various colleges on the East Coast. And we look forward to continue that success with this group. We should be one of the top 2 teams in the county and fighting for a county championship, regional championship, and possibly a state tournament. The grades, for the most part, are very solid. With the gentlemen that have been a part of the program, they know that we harp on it, and that's the #1 importance. We are fortunate to have a lot of guys that take their grades seriously and work hard in the classroom. Like any program in this school, you have guys that challenge themselves with AP classes and see some difficulty in studies, and so we work together and pair guys up for tutoring if need be, and just make sure everybody's grades are on track so that when the season comes, we can be full throttle ahead, focused on having a successful baseball season without any teammates left behind.
Okay.
What drives you? Greatness is a lot of small things done well. Day after day, workout after workout, obedience after obedience, day after day.
When things don't work out for you, when things happen that you could not anticipate, what are the reasons that you can think of that can keep you strong?
You will never ever be successful until you turn your pain into greatness, until you allow your pain to push you from where you are to push you to where you need to be. Stop running from your pain and embrace your pain. Your pain is going to be a part of your prize, a part of your product. I challenge you to push yourself.
See, it's easy to be on the bottom. It doesn't take any effort to be a loser. It doesn't take any motivation, any drive in order to stay down there on a low level. But it calls on everything in you. You have to harness your will to say, I'm going to challenge myself.
I mean that what you did last week don't count. Today.
Hi, my name is Diallo Adams. I'm a senior this year, class of 2016. I'm on the baseball team. I'm one of the captains, and I play shortstop. So I first started playing baseball in the 7th grade. I got inspired because I went to a Yankee game in 2009 when I was in the 6th grade. It was the inaugural season of the new Yankee Stadium. I went with my dad. And I mean, as soon as we got there, I was enamored with the environment. I liked seeing all the fans, all the players. It was just a cool experience. I don't remember who was playing that day, but I remember seeing Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, guys like that on the field. I just remember thinking, I have to do this. So I started playing with my dad. I mean, we got home, and then I immediately got a glove, a bat, a ball, everything. And we just went outside, practiced every day. We did different things like fielding, hitting, a little bit of pitching. I used to pitch a little. I don't anymore, but so yeah, I did that for a while. And then by the time fall 7th grade year came around, I tried out for my middle school team, and I made it. That was an awesome experience. I got to play with some of my friends too. They supported me with that, and I mean we did pretty well. I think we may have won like 5 games and lost maybe a couple. I don't remember, but it was fun. And I mean, the last game we played in Samuel Ogle, and by the time I got to Bowie, a lot of those guys over there were over here, so that was kind of cool to talk about that too with them. Okay, so moving on, by the 8th grade year, there was no middle school sports at all, so I had to find something else to do. So that summer, I played with the Lanham Raiders, Boys and Girls Club, and I got a lot of work in there, got to play shortstop, got a lot of pitching in too. So I mean, that was neat. And then after that, played with them. Heading into 9th grade year, played fall ball too. So when I got to Bowie, my freshman year, I was on JV. It was really cool to meet some of the guys, and even just to see some of the older guys too, because I got to learn about the baseball culture that they're already established here. They always win all the time, and that's something it was important for me to learn how to do when I got up to varsity. So I mean, got called up to varsity later that first year, and got to be on the bench for a few playoff games. I saw them. I mean, it was fun. It was an exciting environment. Everyone was hyped up. I remember that, making noise and everything. That was one of the best baseball experiences I've had, going through the playoffs that time. And I mean, that really set me up for my sophomore and junior years, playing with the team when I had a sort of a bigger role on varsity. My sophomore year, I was the DH. I batted 7th. I did pretty well, I mean, for a sophomore. I think I made honorable mention for all county that year in the Gazette when they still had it around. And I mean, that was another good learning experience. We fell short that year, but I mean, it was something we could build on for anything happening later. So then the junior year, that's when everything sort of came together for me. I put up some pretty good numbers, and I was solid in the field. It was just my most complete season. I'm happy to. It was just fun for me. So yeah, junior year, senior year, we're really putting in work. I mean, as a team. Right now, this summer, before the senior year started, we got a whole bunch of guys to come to Black Sox Park every Sunday, putting in a lot of work there. I mean, every weekend. I mean, it's good to see the support from them, and they're really interested in winning this year, and that's something I want to do too. I want to make it as far as we can. I think that's important, especially for the school, maybe even for the city. I mean, that'll be an accomplishment to hoist up a state title trophy, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully it could happen. No telling what we could do as a team.
We started we have a large basement, and Diallo really came up with a lot of the drills on both hitting and defense. And it was very easy to work with Diallo because of his enthusiasm. He would stay all night if we could and continue to practice. We worked on his hitting. At the time, Diallo was also seen as a pitcher. We worked on pitching quite a bit. And we had a lot of drills that we were able to put together for defense. In addition, there's a local baseball field that is hardly ever used that we always had access to. And when the weather was good, we would go out to the field so that Diallo would have a sense of what it was like to hit, catch, and throw outdoors on the field when he was young. And you know, again, because of his level of enthusiasm, it was very easy to go out there. As a matter of fact, y'all would take me out there most of the time, and we would work on his hitting, fielding, and there was a routine to it. We would always follow a very strict routine in terms of what we worked on, how long we worked on it, and what our objectives were for each part of our practices.
How did I get into baseball?
The year that the new Yankee Stadium opened, we were getting season tickets from a friend of mine. I took Diallo. First time he became absorbed in the atmosphere. He was very enthusiastic about the plays, the players, and he just absorbed everything that was there. And after the game, he said he wanted to play. Fortunately, there was a baseball program at his middle school. He worked, practiced, made the team, and became a major contributor on that team early on. And his enthusiasm never went away from then.
What type of kid am I?
Very responsible, and a kid who is calm, polite, and extremely talented in many different ways.
pushing him. Oh yeah. Oh.
Hey, I'm Willie Hines. I'm a senior here at Bowie High School. I was voted captain this year and I play second base. I first got started with the game when I was around 5 years old. My dad chose baseball for me. Thought it would be the best sport I had potential in it. So he started me out with T-ball with South Bowie Sharks, where also he coached. And I showed some potential there, and that's where it really all started. My dad's been coaching me my whole life, basically. He's the reason why I really played this game. At first, I didn't want it as bad as he wanted it, and I didn't really start taking the game seriously until I was around 10, 11 years old when I saw how much potential I could have and how much better I could be in the game. From T-ball, I went straight to coach's pitch and still stayed in the South Bowie organization. That's how I met a lot of people here. I met people like Cesar Manana, you know, catcher, hopefully. It's like, no. It's like, no. I'm kidding, what? 2016, he's a nice catcher. I met him at South Bowie Sharks. We had Coach Howard, and we also, my dad coached both of us. Let's see, what else could I say? I stayed with South Bowie. I always played up, though. I always played up. When I was 9, I played 12U, or when I was 8, I played 12U. You know, I always see better competitions, a better way to develop your skills. But once I turned 9, I left South Bowie and played on my first travel league team, and that was a nice experience. Played for the Maryland Stars, you know, a local team around here. And then I played for them for 1 year, and then I left to get some more competition. That's the one thing my dad has always done. He's moved me around the area to see the best competition in the league. So I went to the PG All-Stars for a year, played for them, and then when I left them, I went to the Bowie Bulldogs organization, which most people are familiar with. That's where I met people like AJ, Diesel, people who graduated last year from the team. I bounced around a lot in many positions. When I played for Bowie, I played center field. When I played for South Bowie, I played shortstop, pitcher, catcher, which kind of helps me out here at Bowie because I play multiple positions every now and then depending on where I'm needed by the coach. So then came my first year in high school when I went to Riverdale Baptist. Now, Riverdale is a really good program. When I was there, they were around 30th in the nation. Had a couple of starting pitchers in the 90s, committed to Maryland. And that was a nice experience. It really helped my talent, I can definitely say that. Getting first class training, you know, the facilities and all that. But I had to come to Bowie. And my sophomore year, I came here. Wasn't really familiar with anyone, you know, really didn't have a place here. I could say that, I guess. And I ended up starting, making varsity here, played third base, and I played catcher too. Didn't have too bad of a season. Bowie really welcomed me in, you know, made me feel part of the family. I batted around .321 that season as a up-and-coming sophomore. I batted .321, and it was a nice experience, you know. Then came my junior year, which I called my breakout year. I made All-State. I primarily played second base. I batted around 500 and scored about 42 runs, you know. It was all right. It was a nice season. I made a couple accomplishments, like I said, All-State District 3. I led the state in runs as of when our season ended. For second baseman, shit, I can't speak. For second baseman, I ranked around top 25th in the nation for RBIs and runs scored. And I can go on, but yeah, as you can see, my junior year was a pretty good year, and hopefully my senior year is even better. I can add state championship to this, and hopefully me and my team can get it done.
Top to bottom, sophomores to seniors. Everybody contributed today at some time, and that's what we need. We can't depend on one man. We had to depend on 15 guys, all right? Outstanding job. Remember what we talked about at the beginning of the year? Play a couple of games on Saturday, but we want to play more on Sunday and Saturday. That's what we did today. We're 3-2 so far. Outstanding. What it's worth, we got the championship. I mean, I know it's all in words and stuff, but hey, we beat some decent teams today, and we played good ball. We scored 19, 9, 28, whatever, 40, 30-something runs today. That's a great job, all right? Should be proud of what we did today, okay? Excellent job all around. Brandon, I'm giving the balls to Brandon because I'll be there a little late Tuesday, so if Brandon's not at practice, he's going to drop them off, give you the balls or whomever, and then status quo, all right? Great job. Anything to say, Captain?
Hey, what a step up today. Yesterday, we definitely got the rust off, but today we came out here and we exploded. Good job. Got the W and won the championship.
Hey, Grayson, Tommy, anything you guys want to say?
Bowie up 3, Diallo on 6.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, Bowie! 4, 5, 6, yeah!
Rich Beats.
I thought he was string beam.
Bowie on 3, Diallo on 6. 1, 2, 3, Bowie! 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, just buzz.
Hey, Bowie on 3, Swarm on 6, just buzz when I say Swarm right here.
Bowie on 3, 1, 2, 3, Bowie! 4, 5, 6.
Swarm on 6.
1, 2, 3, Bowie! 4, 5, 6.
Swarm!